Hey everyone, we are back with another update video, this time for Metro Siege, and with me as always is Corey. Say hi, Corey.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And for the first time ever, with us is my brother Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
So before we dive right into Metro Siege, just to give you guys a quick update, of course, we are in no way neglecting Damon Claw. We're still hard at work with that. That's mostly on my end, wrapping up the first work in progress version of the PC version of Damon Claw to get that to you guys as soon as possible for those of you who want to start testing. And I'm still coordinating as much as possible with the Neo Geo team to get that version done. But in the meantime, there are more team members, some of which you may have not met yet, including my brother Chris here, who have been working without us reporting on it on Metro Siege, and it's long overdue to give you that update. And also, we should not gloss over the fact that before he started helping with Metro Siege, has been a massive help with wrapping up the Mega Drive version of Damon Claw with a lot of great testing and feedback. But he's also already started helping me work on the PC version of Damon Claw, getting his head around and helping fix the code. He's a real programmer, so that's great. And he will take on more of that responsibility once this initial build of the PC version is out there for you guys to start playing. And one more thing before we get into the actual progress report for Metro Siege. It has been really cool for those of you who discovered us and might be discovering Metro Siege through Damon Claw. It's really cool now that the Mega Drive version is out there that a lot of people, including some Twitch streamers, are discovering Damon Claw and then Metro Siege. And one such Twitch streamer, shout out to Jigga, he recently played Damon Claw and liked that a lot, and that inspired him to check out the playable demo of Metro Siege. Future Mike will splice in a quick clip or two of that.
Right, Alex. Yeah. Sound is like super clear. Press the button again. Stage 1, ready? Oh yeah, that's a grab attempt. Oh, that feels pretty good. Okay. All right. This game's good. Game's good. All right. Okay. If you whip a down attack, oh, you take damage even. All right. Okay. No down attack abuse. Yeah, it's like very chunky and satisfying hits. Grab combo, like to sort of indicate the longer knockdown. Oh, roll. Tap attack to stand back up. And each level has its own set of enemies. Struggling a little to put it in words, as you can hear, but that feels so good.
But I did want to bring that up. Not only is that cool, and you should check out his stream. He has a fantastic attention to detail, and it's just, like I said, really cool to see people enjoying all that extra work and kind of nuance and Easter eggs that Corey and I put into the games we work on. So I'll make sure to put a link when we're putting this video up. And in his stream, as he played through, he had some really good feedback. And Jigga, if you're watching, hopefully you'll be happy to know that all of your criticisms or suggestions are actually planned and in the works. We'll get into a little bit of detail on that in a moment. Now for the actual progress. So the big obvious things first is we got the 2 basic thugs for level 4 fully featured, so fully functional, but there's still a lot of room for iterating on the gameplay to perfect how aggressive they are, when they do, or how frequently, or how likely they are to do certain moves and all of that kind of stuff to really refine the gameplay with them. But not only is that progress in the fact that we are starting to populate level 4 with its enemies, but more importantly, these thugs are far more advanced. These thugs are more dangerous. News at 11. They introduced several more gameplay features that none of the other thugs had introduced. So basically it raises the bar for the enemies in the later levels of the game, where we could really add a lot more variety, nuance, and difficulty to fighting even the basic thugs, because by this point the player should be getting pretty good with their core movesets. And similarly, although So the first Officer Bob fight has been fully implemented for a long time. We've been working on getting the second Officer Bob fight in, which is an almost entirely new moveset, different weapons that he's using. It's for the end of level 3, and that we thought it was fully implemented, but Chris and I played through the game and did some brainstorming and realized we need a couple of other moves in his move list to deal with some edge cases to make sure there's no way to easily cheese him. But the point is, he's mostly implemented. And the really big news for this video isn't just the kind of obvious progress we've been making in the game itself, but what Alex has been doing and how that's going to make finishing and polishing and perfecting the rest of
Metro Siege.
It's not done yet drastically easier, more fun, and faster. And that is the PC version that Engine 9000 has been able to for a long time. Until recently, it was just another version of the game. But now Alex has expanded that so that when you compile a PC version and run it, it's now a full suite for testing, debugging, and even an amazing amount of iteration you can do right within the build. So that's going to mean before there was a fairly large bottleneck that slowly over time Alex was able to address to some degree, letting us make our own builds if we updated some graphics, but we could not introduce whole new behaviors ourselves, whole new animations. We could only basically update or change in subtle ways what was already implemented by Alex. And now it's a whole different can of worms. We're basically going to be able to add entire new animations, behaviors, characters, just kind of invent them without Alex having to do anything, and not just invent them and implement them, but really perfect not only everything that's been done, but just, like I said, add new stuff and keep iterating on it. And in this way, it allows us to make as much progress as quickly as possible and do as much playtesting and polishing, all without Alex having to bother with any of it, so he can stay focused on just programming what's left of the game and optimizing those things to actually work on the Amiga version. So obviously I'm going to be focusing mostly on the art and game design side for quite a while, but that's where Chris is going to come in especially handy. Not only is he going to continue to offer great feedback and design ideas, but he's really strong on the coding side of things. So when it comes to scripting all of the new behaviors, not just to tweak and improve the existing enemies and basic thugs, but even for inventing the remaining bosses, boss fights and all of that stuff, that's where Chris can really lend a massive hand. Do you want to expand on that some more, Chris?
Sure. When Alex showed us what he put into Engine 9000 to allow us to do the AI scripting, I was really impressed by the capabilities he put in there. It gives us the ability to modify and create AI scripts in Lua that he can later translate to C for the Amiga, because as much as we love the Amiga, it's not able to run Lua directly in a game. So there was a lot of wisdom in that choice. It's going to give us the ability to give each thug, as we call them, a unique personality and different behaviors, and to rapidly try different things, because Lua also gives us the ability with Alex's Engine 9000 to live update the AI scripts so that we don't have to do new builds or end and rerun the game. We can just patch in our new AI and try it out in real time. So with those powerful tools, we should really be able to do something great.
Yeah, and on the art side, since I'll be helping with Metro Siege boss art and stuff like that down the line, it won't just be great for the thugs, but also the bosses. And we can actually use Retro Animator to update things on the fly in the testing that's set up with all the tool set. And that'll be great for iterating on animations or things like that. You could simultaneously perfect the art and the timing of boss behaviors and moves and things like that.
That was really awesome. Just yesterday or last night, at least in my time zone, we actually loaded in the Retro Animator animation set for Officer Bob into the
Oh,
player
right.
who was supposed to be Alex. So I was actually be able to play as Officer Bob. So it goes to show you the ability that we're going to have to make something, put it in the PC version, test it, tweak it, everything from how animations look to the size of their hitbox to the animation speed, recovery time of enemies. And then that's all on the animation and visual side. And then every element of enemy behaviors and how and when they make decisions to do what. We have full control of all of that now, which is not only going to allow us to finish Metro Siege sooner, but it's really going to make sure that in whatever given time we use to finish Metro Siege, it's going to be so much a better game, because now, no matter how much dedication you have, if the workflow process takes a long time, you have less time to iterate. And Alex has set up such an incredibly good and fast workflow that it's going to allow us to really make Metro Siege the best game it can be, not just on quality of visuals and all of that stuff, but on the actual gameplay. It's going to allow us an enormous amount of rapid playtesting and tweaking. So to wrap things up, that's what's been going on lately. We're keeping up with at least a meeting every week, and we're going to start being able to make progress beyond that. And like I said, now thanks to all of Alex's work, we're going to be able to make a lot more progress a lot more quickly from here on in. I will make sure to put a link to the playable demo. Keep in mind, this demo was made quite a while ago, and the first step with Metro Siege, because it's being made for, I think, like 36-year-old Amiga computers, we had to optimize the hell out of it and spend a huge amount of time making it work within the hardware limitations. So the first demo is halfway tech demo proving that you can make a console quality beat 'em up game on the Amiga and establishing the core gameplay. But Jiggy, again, if you're watching, hopefully you'll be happy to know that this is just the beginning, and we're going to be adding a huge amount of variety to the behaviors of different enemies. New enemies are being introduced with entirely other moves that introduce or that emphasize different aspects of Metro Siege's core gameplay. So as you're playing, you'll learn certain enemies it's good to fight certain ways and do certain moves against. There's going to be a hell of a lot more of that and a differentiation. So when different enemies look differently, it'll be a visual cue or a reminder to how you're going to need to fight them. So there's going to be a lot more of that, and in general, a lot more variety. And that is a goal of ours in Metro Siege. While obviously there are, like in every other beat 'em up, clones of the same guys, there's a lot of Mikes and Kevs and in one level. Even the basic thugs are new in all of the levels. And they're not just going to look different, they're going to have distinct behaviors. The goal is to keep things fresh and for it to never start to feel like a grind. If you guys ever watch some of the Let's Plays or long plays that Corey and I have done, the thing is, even though beat 'em ups are one of my favorite genres, which is part of why we're making Metro Siege, in general, even some of the best ones, they go on a little too long and they repeat the same enemies and gameplay too much. So by 45 minutes in, it's starting to feel more like, well, if I quit now, it'll be a waste of the 45 minutes I've spent. Instead of still really having fun, it just becomes like more and more of a, I feel obligated to wrap it up now. But anyway, that's what's been going on in Metro Siege. That's our goal. But I will provide the link to the demo. We do hope you'll check it out if you're interested. And yeah, that's it. We'll be back in not too long with another video. Thanks very much for watching.
If you enjoy our content and want to keep up to date on our games, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to support our projects, consider becoming a patron. The link's in the description, and we'll see you soon.